Now, yesterday, UEFA halted legal action against Real Madrid, Barcelona and Juventus, the three clubs still committed to a European Super League. And in a further twist today, UEFA has appealed to remove a judge in Madrid from the case. But why? For more on this, I'm delighted to say we're joined by sports lawyer Carol Cowes of Manchester firm Reeve Mills. Good evening to you, Carol. Thanks for joining us. Look, it's been quite a 24 hours on this story. How does it end up then with the three clubs seen as the most intent on this European Super League having the proceedings against them halted?
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like something of a reprieve, doesn't it? With these three clubs ultimately had the disciplinary actions proceeded, they could have been facing expulsion from European competition. But ultimately, this turns on a Spanish court case. So way back in April, the ESL started court proceedings in Madrid in order to protect those clubs and or players that were involved in the ESL project. And the court decision then had said that no one could be disciplined for being involved in the ESL competition, certainly subject to these court proceedings ongoing. UEFA then started disciplinary action against the three clubs, and yeah, in the last 24 hours has accepted the order of the Madrid court and said that it won't continue with the disciplinary action against the three clubs, and effectively it's nullified those disciplinary proceedings. Also, I suppose as with regard to the English clubs, there'd been a settlement that had been reached. So the 9 remaining clubs agreed to pay about £22 million to UEFA foundations by way of effectively a sort of compensation sum. And that's now not going to be demanded by UEFA. It's still due. It's not going to be recovered whilst these proceedings are ongoing.
So do you think we've heard the end of this matter, or does the Super League issue live on beyond it, do you feel?
Absolutely not. I think this is just the start of things. So the Madrid court had actually referred really the crux of this issue to the European courts. And there's going to be another decision on this matter in October to determine whether the European courts, the ECJ, has jurisdiction to hear this matter. And it's effectively going to turn on whether UEFA has clearly it forms a monopoly, doesn't it, in terms of pan-European competition. But are the restraints that UEFA put in place, are they compliant with competition law, or do they go too far? And I guess the flip side of that is UEFA is going to say, well, actually, what ESL is proposing to do is a closed competition. Ultimately, that's a cartel in itself. So I think this is only going to get more interesting. And there's going to be twists and turns along the way. And this could be for sort of months, potentially years to come.
We talk about twists and turns. Just finally, this morning we learn of this, a motion to remove the judge in the Madrid court case because of significant irregularities in proceedings. What's at the heart of that move from UEFA?
So UEFA have reportedly said that they don't consider the judge to be impartial, in that he's referenced UEFA being anti-competitive in one of his judgments. So effectively sort of predetermining the issues already. Also, there was an issue over him not giving kind of notice to relevant parties in a proceedings and decisions being taken too quickly. But I think it's probably a bit of a side issue. He can either determine to sort of step down himself, or if he contests it, then another judge will decide whether he can carry on with this case. But as I say, I think really the issue at hand is going to be determined in Europe, not in Madrid.
OK, fantastic stuff. Thanks for clearing that all up for us. Thanks, Carol.
Always. Thank you.